Boy, oh, killing me softly, and I'm still falling.
Hey guys, this is your boy Jay with Justin's Got the Tea. And today's video is a message, personal message from me to you. And this message is really about keeping your head up in light of a lot of things that we are seeing on the news and going through in our daily lives. I feel like we have an obligation to make sure that we keep ourselves grounded, spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally. We are now in the third month of the brand new year. And one of the reasons I bring this up is a lot of times we start making our new resolutions and the things that we want to achieve, the things we want to accomplish. And I feel like at this time of the beginning of the year, if we don't see traction happening, we start to feel like nothing's happening. Our movement isn't happening. We start becoming depressed. We start saying, I'm done. This is why I don't make resolutions and things like that. I want to tell you, if you are going through something personally, spiritually, financially, emotionally, then this message is for you. And this message is truly to help you have a better understanding of the why we go through things. There's nothing we go through that is not for a purpose. And I feel like in my life and in your lives, I'm sure, when you guys are going through something, there's always a lesson to be learned in everything we go through. And I say this to say that with the lessons that I've gone through and some of the downfalls and some of my great accomplishments, there was always something that I learned, whether it was something not to do again or whether it was something that I should continue to do to continue to bless myself and other people. I recently have a friend who's been having some kind of troubles at work and personal life, and a lot of the things that she's been going through, I challenged and said that it was self-inflicted. And the reason I say this is because anything that's happening to you is happening because you are allowing it and you are manifesting it. And I don't know if you guys understand what the manifestation is. It's just creation. Thoughts create things. So whatever you think about, it becomes. So when you think of your day going bad, I want you to know that that is something that you've created for yourself. And I'll give you an example. If you get out of your bed and what you thought looked great or what you thought was going to look great the day before, and when you put it on and get to work and you get that full-length mirror and you say, oh my God, what the hell do I have on? I have a hole in my sweater. This shit is crazy. Then you start focusing on a hole in the sweater. Everything starts going wrong. You spill coffee on yourself because you're thinking about this damn hole in the sweater that you didn't see last time when you was ironing it. And now your day starts to go in a spiral. You start saying, what else can go wrong? Now, I want to backpedal and I want to say, when you ask questions, the universe responds with an answer. I also want you to be clear that the universe does not understand any negating words, no or not. Anything you put out in the universe, question-wise, comes back to you as wanting those things to happen. So I implore you, I beg of you guys, please, when you are asking questions of the universe, make sure they're thought-provoking. Make sure those are things that you want happening in your life. Do not ever ask a question, what else is going to happen now, especially when you're in a negative headspace. One of the things, I was speaking to one of my employees earlier today about being able to shake things off. And she asked me, how are you able to shake things off? I want to be very transparent and tell you that certain times I can't shake things off because I'm human. But my answer to her was, I let go of things that I cannot control. And being a Capricorn and being who I am a control freak. I want to control everything. I want to control how many times I blink in a day. That's not possible. However, when I said this to this young lady, it really resonated with me that there are certain things you cannot control. You can't control If someone's in a bad mood, you can't control how a person feels about you. The only thing you can personally control is how you handle things and how you receive and take in those things. And again, if you're listening to this video, this is a message for you. And I want you to know that, again, whatever you're going through, it gets better. I promise you, I was in such a dark place in my life, and I started unpeeling some of the things that I've been dealing with, confronting things head on, dealing with my emotional issues, and I am still working through those things, but I am still a work in progress. However, I want you to know that with things that is happening, and what was happening with my friend, getting back on topic, she was upset that I challenged her and said those were things that she was creating and manifesting. But then she started thinking about, the examples I gave her. Well, when you go into work and you say, I know they're going to start with me, or, I know they don't like me and all this other stuff. Yes, that will become your everyday routine because that's what you're asking for. Make sure whatever you're putting out there, guys, is what you want manifesting. Meaning when you start your day, give yourself an affirmation that yes, you are great, you are loved, you are worthy. All things that's going to positively influence your day. I think that oftentimes when you start any day off in a negative headspace, it only creates more negativity. I started to learn, and I had an aha moment. And, when I don't like a person, sometimes it's seething inside of me. And, I tell people I speak bitch very well. And not that I am a bitch. Some people might think that I am. But I speak it very well. And what that means is I like to live my life in a positive way, but if I have to get you together, I'm going to get you together because, again, I speak bitch very fluently. However, I started to think about some of the things that I was creating in my life and in my headspace. And I started saying, when you get angry with a person, you start thinking, I hate this person. I wish all of the bad things on them. I can't fucking stand this person. And remember, I want you to think about looking at this in the mirror and thinking of all of the nasty things and you're saying and thinking about this person. If that person isn't in front of you and you're not articulating your feelings to that person, I want you to think about all of the nasty, seething thoughts that you have about this person and going back to you. So whatever you're wishing and whatever you're talking about someone else, it is only affecting you because you're the only reflection that the universe right now is seeing. So with that being said, I want you to start off every single day with love. Start off with a little bit because I'm not going to say you're going to wake up and be singing like Mary Poppins through the cornfields or the Sound of Music. But start off with little things. Start off with liking a person. Even your enemy. There's got to be one thing about that person that you might find that's great about them. And I want you to think about that and see that manifest. Sometimes difficult people in our lives help train us with dealing with situations. And those people are like, and I read this in a book, they're like pets. And sometimes you have good pets and sometimes you have bad pets. And the bad pets, you have to do a little bit more training on. You have to help them, give them more treats, guide them in different directions. But people are almost like pets. And again, you're going to run across some very good pets that you don't really have to do much with and some very not so easy pets that you're going to have to really put the work in and make sure that they're obeying and that they're going with the flow of where you want to go. And I say that to say this, that even in the darkest hours of your life and some of the deepest things that you can think of that might upset you or might affect you in some way in the world, I want you to start thinking about what's going to benefit me. And with that being said, is hating a person going to benefit me? Absolutely not. Is talking about a person going to benefit me? No. Is being around negativity going to benefit me? No. So think about what you as a person can do to create what you want in your life. I do not allow any negative energy in my home or in my personal space because that's what I make sure that I keep myself in a positive humor. And when you out in the public, you can't help who you're around, but in your mental, your heart, and your surroundings, whatever you are putting out there and projecting, it will come back to you. So if you're projecting negativity, hate, mistrust, deceit, you're going to manifest those things. But if you put out there love, energy, happiness, that will be drawn to you. And I want you, the person who has this heavy heart and all of these issues, I want you to own and take responsibility of what's happening in your personal space. You cannot help another person's attitude. They're disgusting. They talk about people. They stab people in the back. That's not you. That's them. Keep them out your circle. Keep them out your space. Don't break bread with them, but love them. Love them at a distance. And I can guarantee you the love for them will carry you through, because what you put out comes back to you. And I know someone out there is going to need this message, and they're going to need to hear something that's going to uplift them. And I'm hoping that whoever this is, it helps you, and you are then able to help someone else and help someone else and help someone else. I think that right now we're getting out of this cold weather. We're trying to shake it off to get into that nice warm spring feeling. You know your name, that the summertime is coming and the springtime and the nice weather and the flowers will bloom. You need to know that just like that, know that a better tomorrow is coming, just like this new weather. I want you to know that. And I guarantee and I promise you that whatever it is that you're going through, it will get better, but it has to start with you. You are the person that has to start off with whatever it is you want in your life, whether it's a new job, a new car, a new life, a new love. It starts with you and it ends with you. No one else in the world can make anything happen in your life but you. And I want the end of this, I want it to be known that no one has control over your life like you do. And I, at this date today, refuse to allow anyone to get me in any kind of negative space, because I'm a child of God, highly favored and blessed. Alrighty guys, so that is the end of my video. As always, make sure you click that notification bell, click subscribe. Please make sure you comment on this video. I would like to hear from you. I want to hear what your thoughts are, how you get through your rough days. And if this video blessed you, I hope you pass it forward, pay it forward to someone else on your job that might be going through something. But at the end of the day, know that I love you. Even if you do not feel the same, I cannot help it, because that is who I am. And until my next video, I will see you soon. Bye.